Tonight from Los Angeles, it's a final preseason tune-up for both the hosts, LA Galaxy and Toronto FC, as we bring you inside of Dignity Health Sports Park. That is the stage as we welcome you to MLS Season Pass here on Apple TV alongside former standout MLS defender Heath Pierce. My name is Mark Rogandino. Final details here, Heath. Shore things up, get ready for Week 1 of Major League Soccer.
Yeah, as you know, this is the closest you get to your first team roster. You're trying to extend the amount of minutes. You go through so much in a preseason. You build up those minutes, but you roll out your best 11 here and try to get them as close as possible to being ready for that first kickoff.
It's been a bit of an extended preseason. These are the players to watch, presented by RBC Wealth Management. Galaxy want to shore up their defense. It starts with good goalkeeping.
Yeah, Jonathan Bond, 7 clean sheets in the regular season last year. With the ambitions that the LA Galaxy have for this season, he's going to have another great year this year and keep even more out of the net.
You mentioned the 7 clean sheets, but they also conceded 51 goals last year. On the other side, Federico Bernardeschi, a guy who can beat you in a number of different ways.
Yeah, classic left-footed player, plays on the right side, likes to drive inside, combination play, goals, assists. Got to a hot start during his time so far at Toronto FC, and they're going to expect even more from him this year.
As he mentioned, he kind of is a guy that likes to cut inside. He can play either as that second forward or in a true number 10 playmaking role, as he wears that number 10 on his back. Now enters his first full year with Toronto FC, the former Juventus man. Fans feeling their way in here to Dignity Health Sports Park to enjoy this one. I know both these teams want to finish on an uptick before Week 1, a week away in Major League Soccer when they count for real. What are a specific thing or two you would expect these coaches to aim for?
Well, again, when you go through a preseason, you have so many different players, so many different objectives that you have to work into a season. Now you get to this final match. You're going to put out your best 11 or close to it. That's available for this match. You're going to extend the minutes, and that's where that cohesion starts to come to play. So cohesion, really getting to test your team in different scenarios, and you hope both teams come out with that regular season intensity.
You stepped out on the field with a number of different clubs you played for in this league, in this type of moment. Is it nerves? Is it excitement? Is it a connection of both?
Well, it's a connection of both, because you know, the preseason is tough, it's difficult, and you're going through so many different changes. You're on the road a lot, depending on where your club team is based, and so you know that the regular season is right around the corner, so you're excited to tune this up, and you try to simulate as much as you can what will be a regular season game.
Ironically, both of these clubs coming back here to Southern California after spending a little over a week out in the Coachella Valley as part of their tune-up in preseason, playing out there at the Empire Polo Club. And neither team really had a huge amount of success in those 3 matches out there, so Heath, obviously tonight is an opportunity to end up the preseason on an upswing here against 2 pretty good clubs.
Absolutely, and look, when you go through preseason, you try not to pay attention to the results, right? You're playing 30 minutes some matches, then you're playing 45, sometimes you're playing 60. You're rotating players, you got players on trial, you're trying to work other players, young players into the team, so you try not to look at the results. But as you get closer to the season start, those results start to matter a little bit more, because you can't just think that you're going to be able to flip that switch and turn it on for the regular season, so this is a great tune-up now.
And for a couple of players, maybe a final moment to audition for their head coaches at some point in the second half. It's the lineups in the first half kickoff from here in LA coming up next.
Has been going on for several windows now, so there's been players that we've been monitoring and discussions we've been having as this thing started to unfold here over the last few weeks. So hopefully we can get moving on that quickly. Conversations have been good. And for Jules, he's in Barcelona now and starting his acclimation both within the club but also just life in Barcelona. So we're happy for him. It's a great story, and you know, a young man who's gone from the Galaxy to Barcelona is a huge jump, and a great opportunity for him to continue to improve his game and you know, elevate his status in the start of the season.
Now, you mentioned in yesterday's press conference that Chicharito was not playing, most likely out of a precaution, making sure that injury is healed, whatever that injury is, and ready for the 25th. Anybody else with a knock at the moment that may not play tonight?
Yeah, we got a few guys that we're going to hold out. Douglas is one with calf tightness. Martin is one that we're going to keep out. He had a dental surgery yesterday, and he shouldn't be heading balls and doing stuff at least for the next couple days. So we're going to keep him out. He's played plenty of matches and got lots of minutes in preseason. So we'll give Jalen another run and another opportunity to continue to grow and against a good team. And so we're going to keep a few of those guys out, just again for management reasons as much as anything, and keep moving everybody else forward.
In terms of the answer on the wings for you, with players gone, 2 that left in the offseason, no Douglas tonight. So how does that look? And is Johnny Perez figuring in at the moment or not?
I should have asked Johnny to the last group. Johnny and Danny Gary are both guys not in there. Danny's on his way back. Johnny's probably a week away from being in full training, which probably puts him 2 weeks out from being really ready to be in a match. He hasn't had much of a preseason so far, so he's going to need to get go.
So as you continue to build the team, it looks right now a bit light, maybe uncomfortable going into the season, not having a full roster yet to your liking, or am I missing the boat there?
No, I mean, I think we're not complete yet. I would put it at that. We're light, obviously, having lost Julian, so we're a little light at the right back position for sure. We've always said over the course of the offseason, the right opportunity, we'd like to add a winger to the mix. Adding Tyler is in process, but has been a bonus for us. That was something that came about, which has been nice, which will add some more experience, some more depth, and some more running in that position. But we still think we're one player away there. And we then probably have space still with the resources that we've been able to acquire to add another position or 2 that we probably wouldn't have been able to add if everything would have just been so straightforward in the offseason. So we think we're probably 3 or 4 players away from completing the roster. We feel like we're in a decent spot, but we've got to be diligent, and we've got to be as correct as we can as we go through this process.
And finally, you've mentioned Boyd a couple of times. Can you talk about his attributes and what he brings to your club?
Yeah, he's an active winger. Like I said, he's qualities. He likes to get in behind. He's a runner. He's got good feet. He's pretty two-footed in terms of right and left. He's pretty comfortable on the right and on the left. So he gives us some flexibility there. Like I said, he's not a guy who hangs out in between the lines. He's going to run off the ball, run behind, as we saw in the preseason game when he scored. It was a weak side run into the depth, and he has quality in the finish. He's comfortable on both feet, and in finishing actions, he has different ways to score goals. So.
That's Galaxy manager Greg Vanney, and we are moments away from getting underway here at Dignity Health Sports Park, unofficially about a minute before kickoff. Jonathan Bond in goal for the Galaxy. His defenders on the right side will be Kelvin Leerdam, with Jalen Neal and Chris Bavinga as the center backs, Raheem Edwards on the left side. Of course, the holding midfielder is Gaston Brugman, with Efrain Alvarez, Mark Delgado, and Ricky Puig in the middle. Memo Rodriguez as well. Up top, it's going to be Dejan Joveljic. For Toronto, they made a big acquisition, maybe the best goalkeeper in the league. Sean Johnson coming home from New York City, and he will be the netminder tonight for Toronto. His defenders in front of him, Raul Petretta, Sigurd Rosted, Matt Hedges, formerly of FC Dallas, Richie Larea on the left side. Michael Bradley is the captain of this club. He will start in the hole as the number 6 there, with Jonathan Osorio and Mark Anthony Kay. The other midfielder there, Lorenzo Insigne, Federico Bernardeschi, and Adama Diamonde round out the forward line for Toronto. A lot of familiar faces on that Toronto team, and they should be a formidable team in the Eastern Conference this season. For the LA Galaxy, not quite done yet, as Greg Vanney said in the previous interview. However, a club that's about ready to go and get things underway for the regular season. A lot of games have been played in this preseason, probably the most in MLS history, especially for the LA Galaxy, between the exhibition game tonight, the one on February 4th, the other games that were played in Coachella Valley, and they also had a couple of closed-door scrimmages as well before they left for Coachella. So it's been a busy time for the Galaxy playing games at this point, and Greg Vanney pretty much has his team ready to go and a good knowledge of his group. And of course, it's not done yet. A lot of rumors are flying, and the club keeps on talking to potential players who could contribute to this team in 2023. The Galaxy defending the goal to our right and attacking from right to left in the all-white uniform, with the blue trim, and Toronto in all red with their white trim. in the TFC, of course, and it's underway. Diamonde plays it on back to Michael Bradley. He'll get it on back now as the Galaxy press a bit. Bradley does. All the way back defensively this time around. The Galaxy doing a good job of keeping Toronto in their own zone. Brugman will break this ball up. It'll be saved by Puig, back to Mavinga, all the way back to the goalkeeper, Jonathan Bond, and he'll collect it there. Out the right side it goes to Jalen Neal. He's had a good preseason. He will figure into this team as a starter as well as a backup for Greg Vanney this season, and probably as the season progresses, probably becomes a regular going forward. Mavinga plays it on over this time to Neal, ahead to Brugman. A little pressure here from Mark Anthony Kaye. Neal will knock it on back to Jonathan Bond. Ahead it goes to Mark Delgado, back to Mavinga. Got Raheem Edwards on the near side, under some pressure, back out it goes. Mavinga one more time, pressed here by Bernadeschi. Back it goes to Bond. He'll play out the right side this time. Kelvin Leardon has plenty of room and plenty of time here, so he'll take it towards the midfield stripe. Brugman making the inside run. The service never came. It comes ahead to Efrain Alvarez, a heavy first touch. Back to the stripe it goes. Delgado will switch out to the left side. Puig is there, taking the inside channel. Top of the box he goes, plays it towards the end line for Edwards. It's a bit too long, too heavy on that pass, and it looked like Puig could have gone directly to goal on that one, but decided to play it out wide instead, and it was a little bit too heavy. Goal kick. Sean Johnson will take it. Out the far side it'll go. Here's Bradley at the center, plays it to the top of the defensive third. Mavinga on the left side, flag goes up immediately, offside. And possession back to the LA Galaxy. First exhibition game, the linesmen or the ARs were putting the flag up quickly, but we did have VAR as well to practice, I guess, on the night. And they confirmed a penalty that was given to Efrain Alvarez. And unfortunately, Douglas Costa missed it. The Galaxy fell by a count of 2-1 on the night. So it'll be a foul by Puig along the near side. And now Richie Larea. Quickly Federico Bernadeschi plays the restart back to Michael Bradley. Insigne taken off the ball. Comes out now to Mark Delgado, top of the center circle. Alvarez to Brugman. Back to Leardon. He'll not get back to the defensive side of the circle. Mavinga in his first start for the Galaxy that I have seen. Jalen Neal. Puig this time around. Back to Neal once again. They'll square it on over. Mavinga. Past the stripe. Watch there by Bernadeschi. Ahead it goes. Rodriguez out to Edwards and back defensively one more time. This time Delgado drops into the hole. Has it now for the Galaxy. Switch on over to the right side. Leardon does well to knock this one over to Efrain Alvarez. He tried to return service. It's blocked and cleared away. Osorio comes in front of a pass intended for Ricky Puig. And back to Sean Johnson, who clears it over the far side touch. This will be a throw-in for the Galaxy. Jonathan Bond, he'll get it back. Puig once again. Watch there by Bernadeschi. Back out it goes. Brugman working their way through here, knitting their way through the middle third. Delgado will pick up this loose ball. Top of the center circle. He goes onto the right side. Leardon is there. Back out Delgado. Squared in towards center. Brugman, patient of the Galaxy. Good ball here for Alvarez, right off the chest of the goalkeeper. Sean Johnson who makes the save. A nice pass on the part of Rodriguez, chipping it over the defensive line, and Efra with a good timed run gets that left foot on the ball, and Sean Johnson in the right place at the right time. Still 0-0. Rodriguez still on possession for the Galaxy. He'll knock it on back. So inverted wingers for the Galaxy, right? For Efrain Alvarez as well as Rodriguez. And Dejan Joveljic playing up high. So far, Joveljic not a touch in the offensive end. Here comes Toronto back the other way. Osorio. Diamande stripped of the ball by Brugman. That's a foul against the Galaxy and a free kick for Toronto. Right at the midfield stripe. We are about 6 minutes into this contest. First chance there for Efrain Alvarez. Clean look at goal and a good save by Sean Johnson. Insigne. Osorio at center for Toronto. He'll play it back defensively. Roasted. Another turnover. Good job here by Delgado. Able to play it ahead. And it's behind Rodriguez, unfortunately. It'll find its way out of play. Larrea with the throw. Bradley this time around. Good job by the Galaxy, pressing high again, taking away the passing lanes all the way back to Sean Johnson. He'll play it out the near side. Larrea does well to chest it down right in front of the Toronto player bench. Bradley plays at top of his own penalty area. Rosted in some trouble, able to play it out the left side. And here comes Toronto, breaking the Galaxy press and up that left side. Delgado gets back defensively. Insigne on possession now. Has some help here. And the Galaxy come out with a good job by Alvarez getting back. And back to the goalkeeper, Jonathan Bond. Near side, Edwards. Puig back to Edwards, trying to clear this forward. And he does to Rodriguez, I should say, who keeps it in play. Good job there by Memo. In towards center comes the Delgado, plays it on back. One timed over to the far side of the circle. Alvarez back through for Delgado, making the run. Rosted is there to get a touch on this ball, and it'll go out the far side. And it'll be collected by Petretta. They give it away again. Alvarez back into the area looking for Rodriguez. And Larrea able to settle it down to the goalkeeper, Sean Johnson. Good start here for the Galaxy inside the first 10 minutes. A good shot on goal, and they've created some trouble here for Toronto on turnovers. Rosted able to play it on over. Hedges on the near side. Back in for Bradley, who's showing for this one. Forced back to his goalkeeper by Brugman. Johnson will spray it out the left side this time. Petretta does well to keep this in play. Here comes Toronto with numbers getting forward. The Galaxy do have numbers back. Insigne trying to collect this one on the far side. Leerdam is defending on the play. Left corner of the area, plays it on in for Marc-Anthony Kaye off of his back. Back to the top of the box it goes. Larrea squared on. Bernadeschi, his shot over the bar and out of play. This was deflected apparently. And a corner kick for Toronto. So again, as the Galaxy control the play, doesn't take much to go back the other way and create a good, clean opportunity. Bernadeschi from about 19 yards had his shot deflected and out. First corner of the night for Toronto and any team in this match. At the far side it'll go. It'll be a right-footed ball that'll bend in towards goal here. Marc-Anthony Kaye along the goal line. It's crossed on in and pulled out of the air by Jonathan Bond at the top of his 6-yard box. He'll roll out to Mavinga. Brugman lobbed ahead for Rodriguez. Too long. A little more patience there. Tried to thread the needle. And not much room along the near side. Michael Bradley now for Toronto. Defensive side of midfield. Galaxy closing down the passing lanes into Marc-Anthony Kaye. Tight quarters along the near side it goes. Larrea ahead to Bernadeschi. Closed down there by Edwards and pickpocketed by Raheem. Delgado able to play it on forward. Good job here by Joveljic. Able to keep possession, and then he's taken off the ball by Larrea. I believe he was held up by Matt Hedges, and that's where the foul is called. Free kick here for the Galaxy. About 5 yards past the midfield stripe. Brugman from Puig. Switching on over. Leerdam. He'll get on the end of this one, able to play it forward. Efrain Alvarez turns it in towards center. On that left foot, Plays it across to Puig now. Left side it goes. Rodriguez into the area trying to find Raheem Edwards, who is making the inside run. A good job by Richie Larea. Gets in front of that and earns himself a goal kick on the deflection out of play. Still 0-0 here as we enter the 11th minute. I expect wholesale changes at halftime. If not, those substitutions could begin before. I'm sure Bob Bradley, as well as Greg Vanney, wants to make sure that his first team players will get a good run out, but stay away from injury as the season is just a week away. Rosted lifts in the midfield. Delgado gets on the first touch, although it is collected here by Mark-Anthony Kaye, able to play to the right side. Bernadeschi working into the Galaxy penalty area. Squares at top of the area. Good opportunity here. Osorio to the far side. Insigne with the inside of that right foot. Skies it into the south stands. A goal kick here for the Galaxy. A player down for Toronto. It's Mark-Anthony Kaye. And he's being helped to his feet and should be just fine. Waits for our referee go ahead here. It'll come back to Bond. Jalen Neal on possession inside his own penalty area. Back to Bond once again. Mavinga. Ahead towards midfield. Rodriguez. One touches it back to Puig. Turns away from his defender onto the left side. Edwards. A lot of red shirts in the middle of the park right now, but the Galaxy on possession. As Rodriguez able to flight it toward the far side. Alvarez will bring it down, has it now just past the stripe, approaches the center circle, lifts it towards the left side and finds Edwards. Edwards just outside the left corner, trying to square it top of the box, looking for Joveljic. It's pinballing around and Toronto's able to clear it out. It'll come out to Bernadeschi. That hit a hand, but the referee says play on as Toronto has possession. Larea on the near side now, watched by Mavinga. Galaxy getting numbers back. 5 back in defensive position now for the Galaxy. Nowhere to go for Larea, and he has to play it back to the stripe. Matt Hedges. Squared on into Rosted. Good ball ahead for Insigne. Read better by Jonathan Bond. He plays it into space on the right side. It'll turn out to be a throw-in for Toronto. But a nice run by Insigne. If not for Jonathan Bond alertly coming off his line, Insigne walks right in on the goalkeeper by himself. Osorio. Back it goes to Rosted. Petretta this time. Finds Mark-Anthony Kaye. Heels it on back. The ball top of the area for Diamande. Cleared off the ball. No foul as he goes down. Puig back the other way on the counterattack. The long pass to the right side intended for Alvarez. Closed down there by Rosted. And back to the goalkeeper. Sean Johnson. End-to-end action here at Dignity Health Sports Park. Larea for Toronto. Back to Hedges. Squared on into center. Rosted. Bradley approaches, has it now. And Michael Bradley drops into that back line. And it becomes a back 5. Almost a third central defender for Toronto. Mavinga having a hard time clearing this ball. Larea will win it. Bernadeschi is there. Has it now for Toronto. Plays it across. He'll find Insigne. 30 yards from goal. Plays it in for Diamande. Bond does well in close quarters there to hold on to it. He'll roll out near side. Edwards. Ricky Puig. Brugman this time around. Able to lift it over to the right side. Leerdam. Watched by Insigne. Delgado now. Defensive side of midfield. Jalen Neal. Now Toronto tries to clog the middle of the park. Mavinga. Again squared on over. Neal able to play it forward. Delgado. Into Brugman. Back to Delgado. Puig this time. Right at center. Plays ahead to Brugman. Quickly tried to go forward. That's deflected. Although Delgado wins it back. Lifts it on the left side. Edwards brings it down well. Watch there by Larea. Left side of the area. Edwards trying to cut back. Nowhere to go. Larea did well as he stayed on that left foot, although Edwards working hard to get it back. He wants the corner kick. He's going to get it. Corner kick here for the LA Galaxy. Their first one of the night, coming right at 15 minutes. February 25th, Rose Bowl, the opener. The Galaxy go back to their former home for their first MLS match since 2002 at the Rose Bowl. Here's Pooj knocking into the area, backside looking for Jalen Neal. Went to the top of the 6, but then cleared away. Brugman with the run to the top of the box for the shot, did not get it all, and it spins away from him. Rodriguez working to get this one back. Mark Anthony Kaye stripped of the ball. So is Joveljic. Player down. Larea as it got sloppy around 18 yards away from goal, and a foul called against the Galaxy and a free kick for Toronto. And the last time, to my memory, the Galaxy played any type of game at the Rose Bowl was 2009. The Galaxy played Barcelona in an exhibition match. Jalen Neal now for the Galaxy. He'll play ahead to Brugman. Toronto with a high line defending. Pressing with those forwards. Comes ahead to Alvarez. Watched there by Bradley. Not a good pass by Brugman over to the near side. Mavinga has to chase it down to the near side touch. It'll come on back to Jonathan Bond. He's got Neal, but Mark Anthony Kaye closed down that pass. Now Neal from Brugman this time around, and the Galaxy will try to build out. On to the right side it goes. Leerdam ahead to Pooj. Watch there by Osorio. Late run there by Delgado. Pooj was already turning away. This time Efrain Alvarez. Alvarez, best chance for the Galaxy tonight. About 8 yards from goal. Hit the chest of the goalkeeper Johnson. Bradley with a good pickoff. About 25 yards away from his own goal. Knocks it back to Rosted. Not sure Rosted wanted that pass. He plays it out the far side. It'll be a throw in Galaxy. Quickly in. Joveljic. Lays it back off. Brugman this time. Onto the right side. Delgado sends it on through. Cleared away by Hedges. Joveljic was waiting for it. Come out to Bradley, able to play it forward to Mark Anthony Kaye, looking for Bernadeschi. Has to be offside, I believe, on this ball. As it comes to the right side, play on, says the referee, and we do. The flag stays down. Bernadeschi on his left foot plays it on through. The shot to goal, wide of the near post and out of play. This is going to be a goal kick for the Galaxy, but Insigne was making the diagonal run across the 6 towards the near side, and Bernadeschi found him. And the touch the goal by Insigne, just wide of the near post and out. Galaxy bench wondered where the offside call was on that. But we continue. Mavinga able to play it ahead to Brugman. Jalen Neal this time. Squares on over to Mavinga once again. He's got Edwards. Decides to play it forward to Rodriguez. He'll play it on through, intended for Joveljic, but too much on that. And Sean Johnson will collect once again. Johnson in some trouble here from Joveljic. It'll go out the far side. Here's Michael Bradley pushing forward towards the stripe. And I know social media gave me the correction. Last time the Galaxy played at the Rose Bowl was 2014 in a 7-0 loss to Manchester United. Now you tell me if you want to remember that game. I'd rather remember the Barcelona match. It comes on the near side now for Toronto as they get forward. Larea, side of the penalty area, gets away from Mavinga, and they get tangled up, and our referee says no in terms of a penalty. And Jonathan Bond picks up. That was rather close. Here's Pooj. Back out it goes to Brugman. Puig, good ball ahead. Joveljic this time around. On the left side it goes to Edwards. On his own though, again into Joveljic. Puig one more time. He's got some space in front of him this time, as Toronto dropped everybody to the top of the penalty area. Alvarez on the left side for Edwards. The one-time cross in for Joveljic, deflected towards the back post by Hedges, and out of play. Corner kick here for the LA Galaxy on the right side. Alvarez to take this corner kick for the Galaxy. A left-footed ball that's going to bend in towards goal. Lifts it into the area. Headed away by Hedges in the 6. Come out to the top of the box. Kept alive by Brugman. And it squirts out towards the near side. Roasted. Ahead to Bernadeschi. Edwards closing him down. A throw-in for Toronto. Here's Mark-Anthony Kaye back to his goalkeeper. Johnson in towards midfield. Osorio running it down to the stripe and into the Galaxy half of midfield. Watch there by Delgado. Lays it off Insigne. A lot of room now in that middle third. Mark-Anthony Kaye towards the near side. Bernadeschi plays it on in. Insigne again making that diagonal run. This time he'll have to run it down into the corner. And Edwards just plays it on out for the throw-in. Bernadeschi. Larea. And back to the center circle it goes. Roasted this time. Kaye onto the near side. Again Bernadeschi. Mark-Anthony Kaye makes the run into the near corner. He was kept onside by Mavinga. Kaye plays it across the 6, and Osorio with that late run. Too heavy on the pass, and it'll go out of play over the far side touch for throw-in, LA Galaxy. Kelvin Leerdam got caught inside, and Osorio made that late run towards the backside of the 6, and that pass just a bit too heavy for Toronto. The Galaxy fortunate, they'll get possession and a throw-in here, deep in their own defense. Larea now inside the circle. Bradley. Insigne into Kaye. Osorio, he'll play it out. Larea to the near side. Bernadeschi, not a good pass, out of play. This will be a throw-in for the Galaxy. Osorio this time for Toronto. Working on Brugman. Edwards there to help out. Again Osorio. This time he'll pick up the foul and a free kick. Good restart opportunity here for Toronto. This will be inside 30 yards from the near post. Rodriguez and Puig, not the tallest players on the field, making up the two-man wall for Jonathan Bond. Everybody else lines up at the 18. Diamande just beyond. In an offside position at the moment. You know how that goes. Insigne blasts that towards the back post, knocked out by Leerdam. Corner kick. Lorenzo Insigne will trot onto the far corner. Cool night here at Dignity Health Sports Park. We actually have a winner in Southern California for the first time in quite some time. Insigne this time. Plays it back out. Osorio now. Returns the pass on that left side. Back to Mark Anthony Kaye. Didn't get all of it. Diamande wide open on the back post. And Jonathan Bond able to pull it out of the air. Leerdam this time. Back out to Jalen Neal. Under some pressure here from Insigne. He'll lift in the midfield. Delgado gets on the first ball. Toronto will remain in possession. Bernadeschi. Back defensively, Matt Hedges. The Galaxy now defend beyond the midfield stripe in their own half. Good move here on the part of Leerdam. Finding Delgado in towards center. Here's Puig. On the left side it goes to Rodriguez. Puig once again. Rodriguez this time around. Well, the Galaxy want to spring forward in the counterattack. It's not quite there in the offensive part. Mavinga gets away from Diamande. He'll play it on the right side this time. Leerdam is there. Now Puig. Squares it on over Brugman. He'll find some space on the left side. It goes to Edwards. Nowhere to go, and he'll have to go back. Mavinga one more time. It's okay being patient. Everybody in the offensive end now for the Galaxy. Puig right at center. Able to play this one on forward. Efrain Alvarez on that left foot. Can he get the shot away? Gets away from his defenders. Back post he goes. He scores! Efrain Alvarez puts the Galaxy on top 1-0 in the 27th minute of the contest. Good job by Efra. Taking all the defenders out as he went left. And just kissed it off the far post and in. So Alvarez picks up the goal and the Galaxy lead 1-0. Well taken on the part of the Galaxy. Richie Laryea now for Toronto. Hedges. Back out. Johnson in the midfield, able to flick it on forward. Brugman plays it back to Leerdam. Jalen Neal now settles here for the Galaxy. Squares it on to Mavinga. Pushing forward is Michael Bradley to help press the Galaxy in their own half. Back it goes to Jonathan Bond. Diamande to close him down. Mavinga on the near side now. Who's showing for this ball? Will go near side to Edwards instead. Under some pressure from Bernadeschi, he gave it up. Not a good pass. Osorio this time around takes it into the Galaxy penalty area. He takes too much time and allows Brugman to close him down. Edwards gets it back. He's going to bolt up into midfield. Closed down there by Richie Laryea, and he'll get the throw-in out of it. Got to be careful with those passes right across your own defensive mouth, or the mouth of your own defense, let's put it that way. Easily picked off and creates a chance the other way. Jalen Neal into Brugman. Puig closed down there by Michael Bradley, but able to get it forward. Mark Delgado. He'll turn ahead. He's got Edwards on his left. Tried to play it in for Joveljic. Second ball comes to Puig off the chest of Delgado. Left side it goes to Edwards. Running it down here. Back out it goes to Delgado. Again Edwards. Watched there by Bernadeschi and Laryea. He played it right into Laryea. Bernadeschi this time pinned in his own defense, has to play it back. Laryea Out to Mark Anthony Kaye. He is dispossessed by Brugman, and Mark Anthony Kaye then grabs a hold of the shirt. Everybody falls down. Yellow card. Quick restart. And on a yellow card, that's going to come back. And we'll do it again. It'll be a free kick here for the Galaxy. And a good chance to double up their lead in the 31st minute. This restart will come about 23 yards from goal, left of the arc. Brugman is there. Alvarez is there, and this is picture perfect for Efrain Alvarez. He can go near post, and he can find the far post if he wants it as well, but I'm sure Brugman can power that ball from that position. One man laying down behind the four-man wall for Toronto. Bradley defending the near post for the man in red. Here's Brugman, fires away off the wall, second chance, another ball off the wall. It'll come out the near side. Both shots taken by Brugman, kept alive by Bernadeschi, but the Galaxy have it again. Efrain Alvarez did well. Good heads-up play there by Efra, but then he's pinned against that end line by Bernadeschi. This will be a foul on Memo Rodriguez, who brings him down, and a free kick for Toronto. A little chaotic there. Now Bradley will take it out for Toronto, right at center. Right at the top is defensive third. Back it goes to Hedges, near side Lorea. And not a good ball, out of play, well beyond Bernadeschi. That needs to be better if you're Toronto. Edwards has it now off the throw-in, back to Mavinga. Puig. Seen him a lot towards the left side here in this first half. He switches on over, though, to the right. Leerdam settles in for Efrain Alvarez. Back to Leerdam once again. Trying to turn away from Osorio and can't. Alvarez, he'll knock it on back to the stripe. Delgado squares it over to Neal. Mavinga this time around. Puig showing for this. Has it now. Watched by Mark Anthony Kaye. Again. On the right side it goes. Leerdam cannot beat his right back, but is able to settle and find Alvarez. Brugman. Good switch here for Edwards. Brings it down well. Onto his right foot. Squares on in. Puig. Efra trying to find that left foot. Has to go back to his right. Osorio did well defensively. Plays it on in for Edwards. Off of his back. Bernadeschi defending there. It'll come on loose. Mark Anthony Kaye trying to launch Toronto forward. It comes to Diamande. Jalen Neal slides all the way over to slow him down. The Galaxy do get some numbers back. Good job there by the Galaxy center backs that time around. Mavinga, unfortunately, missed on his attempt on the slide. It'll go left side. Here's Insigne. Watched by Leerdam. Insigne trying to walk his way through, and Leerdam does well, poking that ball away. Again, Insigne one more time. Top of the box it goes to Bradley. Insigne again squares it on over, looking for Richie Lorea. Just the right amount of nudge from Ricky Puig. And this ball will go out of play and a throw-in for the Galaxy. Good work there by Jalen Neal moments ago. Sliding all the way over to slow things down. And Toronto's counterattack. Allowing for the Galaxy defenders to get back and get possession. Brugman now for the Galaxy. Ahead it goes to Rodriguez. He's got Puig on the left. Galaxy need to be careful not to flatten out when they get forward, and I think that's the problem they're having. Once they move ahead, they flatten out against that Toronto red, and they need to get their spacing right in order to get through both those lines when they stack on top of each other. Here's Puig again for the Galaxy. Two defenders around him. He'll get the foul and a free kick. Mark Anthony Kaye already on a yellow card. Mavinga into Puig. He's got Efra on the right if he wants him. Goes left side to Rodriguez instead. Watch there by Larea. In it goes for Joveljic. Tried to cut it back, and he topped it, unfortunately. The clearance not good enough as the Galaxy keep it alive. Rodriguez is onside along the end line. Played it on through. Cleared away by Rosted. Delgado this time, and it's blocked by Hedges. Edwards inside the box. Pushed away by Bernadeschi as well as Larea. Gets the cross away. Cleared out by Hedges. Mavinga. Out to Delgado. Here's Puig. Inside 30 yards. Nowhere to go at the moment. Lays it off for Alvarez. Tries to play it on in for Leerdam. Good idea. Nice job on the part of Sean Johnson, who quickly rolls out to Insigne. Ahead it goes to Kay, who plays it right back in for the Galaxy. Not a good turnover there if you're Toronto. Now Brugman. Delgado. And back it goes. Mavinga once again. Puig. Into Brugman. Onto the left side it goes. Edwards. Too late there for Rodriguez. He made the run early. Edwards couldn't find him. Back to the stripe. Mavinga. Again, Raheem Edwards. He'll switch it on over. Alvarez brings it down well. Cutting in towards center now. Kay defending. This one squared. Tried to find Rodriguez. Did not hit that one well enough. Now to play over the near side touch. This will be a throw-in. A lot of switching going on here for the Galaxy. It looks good so far. But on that switch, on the receiving end, you want to see them go forward towards goal, not lateral. Go forward. Once you get that ball, go forward to goal. Turn those defenders. Here's Alvarez. In for Joveljic once again. Hedges at the last moment able to clear that one away. Michael Bradley into Osorio. Able to play it on the right side, or left side I should say. Insigne. He's made a couple of good runs, Insigne. Bernadeschi as well. Early in the match had a shot from about 19 yards out that was deflected over the bar and out. Insigne's had a couple of chances on his runs. The most dangerous of the two, and we understand he's the better of the two players. Bradley. Insigne with a good run inside now. And here comes Toronto. This looks promising for the visitors. Marc-Anthony Kay onto the right side. Here's Bernadeschi trying to find that left foot. Back to Kay at the spot. Fires away. Saved by Bond off the deflection and out of play. Corner kick here for Toronto. Galaxy got caught at the top of the box. Everybody collapsed on their own goal. That gave a cushion of about 5 yards from the spot to the top of the area. And Toronto was able to take advantage and get that shot away. Fortunately for the Galaxy, Jonathan Bond was able to stay with the play off the deflection and able to push it wide for the corner kick. Right-footed ball that'll bend in towards goal. It'll go out to Osorio on the short corner. Insigne able to play this out again. Petretta, his opportunity towards the penalty area is blocked and out of play, and a throw in here. Our referee stopped play for some reason. Oh, he wants to throw in 5 yards back. Okay. Marc-Anthony Kay. Back it goes to the midfield stripe for Toronto. Squared on in for Matt Hedges. Again, Hedges. Bradley this time around. Osorio. Right at the midfield stripe. The Galaxy forcing everything back, and that's good. Larea has to go back once again. Rosted. Squared to Hedges. Marc-Anthony Kay. Tried to play it into Richie Larea, played it on the wrong side. Jalen Neal there to clean it up with Mavinga. Brugman, good ball ahead this time to Ricky Puig. He'll go right side. Alvarez, back to Puig. He's got Brugman on his left. Edwards making the run into space. And everybody puts on the brakes here. Again, Puig. Top of the center circle. Finds Rodriguez, and unfortunately, on his off step, has to chase it down on the near side. Into Edwards now, side of the area. Kay is there, Bernadeschi as well, dispossessed. Back in towards midfield, but right into Mavinga. Diamande, shoulder to shoulder, apparently. And there's two players, two big players there, and Mavinga went down in the heat. No foul. Most players aren't going to win that against Diamande. Although, at least from my vantage point, it looked like we had a foul throw and nobody saw it. Bernadeschi now for Toronto. Tried to play it across, but right into Leerdam. Patience, patience. Here's Brugman. Puig. Some space here. Puig will have to run away from Diamande. Now to the right side, Leerdam. Back it goes to Neal. About 41 minutes in now, 1-0 in favor of the Galaxy. Efrain Alvarez scoring the goal for LA. And that's where we stand at the moment. Rosted will run this one down. Hedges for Toronto. Ahead to Michael Bradley. Now some heavy legs here for both sides as we're approaching halftime. Not quite match fit, but I imagine these guys will get a 60-minute run tonight. Petretta, Rosted, and back to Hedges. Closed there by Joveljic. Ahead it goes to Bradley. Has to go back to Rosted. Gives it away. Right to Kelvin Leerdam. Brugman in some trouble. Pushed off the ball there. Back the other way comes Toronto. Osorio on the left side. Insigne. Watched there by Jalen Neal. Back in it goes for Diamande. He scores! And Toronto evens the game at 1-1. Right at 42 minutes of play. Throughout this night, Insigne's been able to expose that soft spot between the wing and the penalty area. And he's played inside, and he's created some half chances throughout. This time around, plays it right on in. And Diamande, with that low center of gravity, that big body, he gets a piece of that ball and redirects it right into the back of the net past Jonathan Bond. And we're tied at 1. I believe the goal is being checked at the moment. But I don't believe Insigne was offside. Maybe Diamande. So our referee will walk over to the far side and check this goal. I know Insigne was beyond Leerdam, but I don't think Leerdam was the last man back at the time. I could be wrong. Unfortunately, tonight I don't have a replay monitor in my booth. We will work on that. So right now the Galaxy on top 1-0 pending this decision. Our referee has checked. No goal. Offside. And the Galaxy hold on to that 1-0 lead approaching halftime here. Restart taken. And the Galaxy with possession on the near side. Puig. Tries to switch and does. Leerdam is there. Just past the stripe, about 2 yards inside the far touchline. Back it comes to Neal. Little light on that pass. Jalen has it again from Brugman. able to get this pass forward to Puig. Nice job by Ricky getting this one away right in front of Bernadeschi. Left side it goes to Edwards, back in towards center. Delgado, again Puig. Gets right through Mark Anthony Kaye, who grabs a hold of the jersey, but Puig keeps going. That would have been another yellow card right there. Brugman sends on in, trying to find Rodriguez. Loose at the top of the box. The shot, the one-time shot by Efrain Alvarez. Over the bar and out of play. Goal kick. Good build-up there by the Galaxy. And they finish the sequence with a shot towards goal. 1 minute of stoppage time here before we get to the break. Rosted. The Galaxy drop everybody back towards midfield now. Mark Anthony Kaye, back it goes to Rosted. Hedges in some trouble here. Joveljic closes him down with the help of Rodriguez. Larea back to Sean Johnson. He lifts it ahead into midfield. Neal gets on the first ball. May have been fouled from behind. Took a shot to the head there from Diamande. And here come the trainers to take a look. Caesar rolled on. Yellow card here to Michael Bradley. And he's still arguing with our referee. I have to think it's regarding the goal call. Jalen back on his feet. He's being checked. Make sure he's all right. It had to be the pass into Insigne, and unfortunately, like I said, I don't have the monitor here to take a look at that replay. Bradley still having that conversation. Neal will come off, but it looks like he's going to be all right as he sprinted off the field. It'll be possession to the Galaxy, most likely the last kick of the first half at the moment coming up. Mavinga back to Jonathan Bond. Our referee does point to midfield, and that is the end of 45 minutes of play. Jalen Neal looks to be okay as the Galaxy and Toronto FC head to the tunnel for halftime here at Dignity Health Sports Park in the final preseason game of the MLS exhibition season. Next up will be the opener on February 25th at the Rose Bowl. But right now, it's Efrain Alvarez giving the Galaxy a 1-0 lead at the break. We'll be back with second half action in a moment. Stay with us, folks. substitutions as the match progresses. I imagine Bob Bradley will do the same as his team is down 1-0. They thought they had equalized the game in the 42nd minute with Adama Diomande scoring, but going back and looking at the replay, it was Diomande who was just offside, and that's why the goal was nullified. Efrain Alvarez with a very nice preseason. He scored for the Galaxy, putting them up 1-0. Beat about 4 defenders, making his cut to the left side, and then played it across the goal mouth and kissing off that far post, and no chance for Sean Johnson. And that's where we stand right now, 1-0 in favor of the LA Galaxy. There have been some good moments by both sides, to be honest, and there have been some concerning passes. But that's why these are practice games. To get it out of your system now before things get underway on February the 25th. And as you know, even in the early season, there's some things that are just not quite there, and we'll work through all of that. Dejan Joveljic standing over the ball at center, waiting for the rest of Toronto FC to come back onto the pitch. Galaxy subs making their way to the bench. Toronto subs are on the bench at the moment. A rather chilly night here in Southern California. Everybody's bundled up. Ricky Puig runs across the center circle over to the far side. Memo Rodriguez is there with him. Efrain Alvarez on the near side. And no subs for the Galaxy to start this second half. Toronto looks like their first 11 as well. And our second half is underway as it comes back to Gaston Brugman. Ricky Puig on possession. Back it goes to Jalen Neal, who took a knock right in front of halftime, was fine and back on, and seems to be okay. Chris Mavinga has it now for the Galaxy. Puig, and back on the triangle to Jalen Neal. Edwards at the far touchline. Back to Brugman. Some pressure here on Brugman. Lets it go to Jalen Neal. Over to Mavinga once again. Galaxy patiently playing it in their own half. Mavinga will touch it past his goalkeeper, Bond. Neal is there as well. Jonathan Bond has made one good save in the first half. Off a deflected shot, he had to go down to his right and pushed it wide of his post for a corner kick. Alvarez, the goal scorer for the Galaxy, touches it back to Delgado. Return service to Efra. Near side it comes to Brugman. Efra slips and loses his footing, and Toronto will come back the other way. Diomande taken off the ball there by Delgado. That's a foul and a free kick for Toronto. Bradley will take it. Marc-Anthony Kaye onto the near side, and Insigne. Roasted. Petretta. Again, Insigne playing forward for Kaye. Slide tackle here by Delgado. That'll be a 2-footed tackle. Yellow card to Delgado, and a free kick for Toronto. The contact wasn't vicious, but it was a 2-footed tackle, and therefore the yellow card comes out. Kaye and Delgado having some fun with it. Bernadeschi now with Insigne. Take this restart. About 5 yards in from the left touchline. Insigne could knock a bending ball toward the top of the 6. That seems more like the case here. Here's Insigne. No, he rolls off of it. Bernadeschi will get on the left foot. Now plays it in for Insigne. Top of the penalty area, and his shot towards that far post. Out of play. goal kick here for Jonathan Bond and the LA Galaxy. A week from tonight at the Rose Bowl, Galaxy open it up. When they first played there in 1996 in April, they expected 30,000. Back then, MLS had tarped off the majority of their stadiums, and the Rose Bowl was one. Here comes the Galaxy as Delgado plays it across the top of the penalty area. Goes on over to Edwards. He'll chip it on in. Looking for Efra. This is too tall. Second ball, top of the area, and cleared away by Michael Bradley. Bernadeschi ahead to Insigne. Plays this one on through for Mark-Anthony Kaye. Bond way out his net and clears it away. And fans were pulling the tarps off the stands as they made their way into the building. 69,255 were on hand for that one, with thousands of fans still outside, not able to make their way into the building on that particular night. A foul here on the far side. Chris Mavinga will pick up the yellow card, bringing down Bernadeschi. And the Galaxy beat New York, New Jersey Metro Stars 2-1. And they were off and running then. Insigne on the near side now. Knocks this one through. Diamande, left side of the area. Watched there by Jalen Neal. Tries to play it on through for Mark-Anthony Kaye. Neal gets in front. Corner kick here for Toronto. Lorenzo Insigne. On his right foot, this will bend in towards goal. Bradley going to the near post, so is Kaye, and cleared out this time by Memo Rodriguez. The corner kick. No Chicharito tonight, no Douglas Costa, no Daniel Aguirre. Johnny Perez not quite ready to join the club in training. This corner kick goes short and cleared away by Rodriguez. Efrain Alvarez is there for the Galaxy. Watched there by one defender. In fact, three defenders now around him. He'll get the throw-in out of it. Good work there by Efra. Hernandez expected to go. So is Costa for the opener. We'll find out about Aguirre in the week. Here's Neal. Back to his goalkeeper, Bond. Chased down there by Diamande. Goes out to Mavinga. He's got Edwards on his left. Mavinga now takes on three defenders and gets through everybody and into the offensive side of midfield. The Galaxy gets some numbers forward. Rodriguez on the far side. Working on Larrea. Brought down there by Larrea. That's a foul and a free kick. Quickly the restart taken. Delgado from distance and scored! Mark Delgado from about 30 yards from goal gives the Galaxy a 2-0 lead in the 52nd minute. Just beyond the outstretched arms of Sean Johnson, and into the blue it goes. 2-0 in favor of the LA Galaxy. What a shot there by Mark Delgado. Johnson tried to get his fists on the ball, and maybe an outstretched hand, or both hands, might have been better. Nothing LA. Mark-Anthony Kaye now on possession as we continue. Osorio now goes out to the right side. Larrea tries to play it on forward. That was, I should say, Petretta earlier. Here's Pooch. All the way back to his goalkeeper, Bond. Not a bad performance here by the Galaxy so far. Jalen Neal. Delgado once again, all the way back to Bond. Galaxy need to slow this down a little bit. Now Bond will play it out to Neal. Cuts it on in Delgado, ushers it forward to Efrain Alvarez. Back into center. Brugman will find Puig. He's got Edwards if he wants him. Over to Edwards now. Good ball ahead here for Rodriguez. Joveljic open at the top of the area. Rodriguez tried to play it back out. Osorio's able to stab at it, but Puig keeps it alive. Flare to the right side. Leerdam. Back out it goes Delgado. Switching to the left again. Edwards brings that down well. Again Puig. Edwards right into Bernadeschi. And he'll come out with possession. Good work here by Edwards, though, to get it back. And then he's dragged down by Bernadeschi. And that's a foul and a free kick for the Galaxy. Yellow card to Bernadeschi. And I think Bernadeschi's saying, well, wait a minute. What about the stiff arm here from Edwards? Doesn't look like a foul there. And there's the foul as Edwards is dragged down from the backside of his shirt. Good free kick opportunity here for the Galaxy. Inside 55 minutes of play, up 2-0. Rodriguez and Puig standing over the ball. Edwards at the top of the area. Brugman right around the arc, although they are covered by 2 defenders. Joveljic inside the 6. Here's the ball, top of the area goes to Brugman. Tried to heel it on forward. That's broken up by Rosted. Over to the near side it goes. Alvarez. Back in the center, Brugman. Cannot get this one through for Joveljic. That is difficult to do, the way Toronto defends. To get through the middle. Puig. Slaloming on through. A 360 to the top of the area. Efrain Alvarez can't find it as it comes on loose. And Ricky Puig put it on the mustard there for a while. Here comes a substitution for the Galaxy. They're going to bring on 2. Koulibaly will come on, replacing Chris Mavinga. Tyler Boyd, wearing the number 11 shirt for the Galaxy, will come on, replacing Efrain Alvarez. Some good work there from Mavinga. First half, not too bad. He had a moment here moments ago that led to a Galaxy counterattack. Sega Koulibaly comes in. He'll play alongside Jalen Neal. So Tyler Boyd, who grew up watching the LA Galaxy with his father here at Dignity Health Sports Park, makes his home debut of the preseason and his official debut in a Galaxy kit. Rosted. Ahead it goes, Petretta. Bradley squares it on over. Again, Rosted. Good job here by Joveljic, closing him down. Boyd will win this one. Comes on loose. Delgado is there. Brugman. Puig. Boyd. He'll play on the right, but says he can play on either side. He'll get a throw-in out of it. Kelvin Leerdam with the throw. All the way back towards midfield. Delgado. Puig this time. Brugman once again. Good ball over to Jalen Neal. Knocks it on to Edwards. Rodriguez. Into Puig. Looks like Memo Rodriguez, who came over from Houston, has earned himself a starting spot right now for this LA Galaxy team. We'll see how long that lasts. Depends on who comes in before the transfer window closes in Major League Soccer, or at least the first transfer window. Boyd. He'll find some space towards the near side. Closed down there by Petretta, and a foul call against Tyler Boyd there. Free kick. So I'm talking to Greg Vanny right before our interview. I said, so can I talk about any players? He goes, I said, there's a lot of rumors out there. He goes, well, they're just rumors. A lot of them aren't true. Some are. I said, okay. Tells me a lot. Matt Hedges now for Toronto. Back comes to Sean Johnson. Richie Larea taken off the ball by Raheem Edwards and out of play. This will be a throw-in. Mark Anthony Kay. Again Bradley. Insigne this time around. Good work here by Toronto, getting up that right side. Early ball into the area. Neal is there, able to clear it out. Cool as a cucumber, young Jalen Neal. Federico Bernadeschi able to play this one into Larea. They want the penalty kick. They're not going to get it. Neal with the clearance, not good enough that time around. Back out it goes to Bradley. Chips it towards the left side, and offside is Mark Anthony Kay, and possession back to the LA Galaxy here. And again, Michael Bradley comes on over. He voices his displeasure because Toronto felt they deserved the penalty. Now play has been stopped, and maybe a review, and it's going to be reviewed as our referee will go over to the monitor and take a look. Larea thought he was grabbed, and he's looking over at the far side AR and saying, where was the flag there? You're right on the play. Look at it one more time. Obviously somebody upstairs felt this needs to be looked at. There's Edwards working through here against Richie Larea. Ball came into the area, and I'm not so sure he got enough of him. He touched him. Larea just exploded to the ground. I don't think he picked up that much of the jersey to knock him down like that, but that's something our officials have to decide. One more time here. It might be enough on that replay angle. That might be enough. He's got that inside that left arm. Our referee says no. Offside. Well, there you go. The call is still subjective to the center referee. Toronto making a substitution here. Diamande is done. Ayo Akinola coming on. Chase Gasper will replace Raheem Edwards now. Some good moments for Raheem. A couple of bad passes that are just concerning. Squaring the ball in his own defense. Those are being picked off for opportunities for the opponent. Things to work on, things to discuss. Nothing for Raheem to really worry about. That left back position is his. And we continue. Koulibaly. Squares it on over to Neal. Ahead it goes to Ricky Puig. Back out now, Brookman. Neal again. Good work by Delgado. Drops into the hole to help out. Ahead it goes to Brookman. Toronto putting some pressure on, trying to quarter things off. The Galaxy working through the tight quarters. Ahead it comes to Joveljic. Gasper Tried the one-time pass in for Memo Rodriguez. Cleared away and all the way back to the goalkeeper, Sean Johnson. Roasted. Hedges. Again roasted. Near side it comes. Petretta. Mark Anthony Kay. Now the Galaxy pressing on Toronto a bit. Roasted has nowhere to go. Plays it back to his goalkeeper. Not a good pass, but it does find Hedges. Over towards the far side. Larea. Closed there by Gasper. Chipped in towards midfield. Mark Anthony Kay does a good job of nodding that back to Petretta. He'll go left side Insigne. Getting back his boy to help out defensively. Insigne will cut in towards center. Squares it on in. Here's Bradley. Towards that right side, Osorio. Larea once again. Good job defensively by the Galaxy now, taking away the passing lanes. Of course, Toronto will go back and restart. Insigne. Joveljic all the way back to help out. Bradley, Kay. Left side, Petretta. Galaxy will be very happy with this work right now. Larea. Bernadeschi this time around. Gasper giving ground though. Bernadeschi almost walked right in. Good job by Rodriguez. He'll get the throw in here for the Galaxy. Back it goes to Neal. Pooch again for Neal, who does a good job of getting to that ball. Brugman this time around. He'll push forward. He'll earn himself a free kick. And now we have a yellow card issued for Insigne. Descent there. Now Toronto's feeling a little hard done on this match. Thought they had a penalty. Referee said no. Thought they had a goal. Called back because of offside on the VAR. Brugman. Koulibaly will knock it on back to Jalen Neal. Neal's now playing the left center back position as opposed to the right where he played in the first half and started in the second half with Mavinga. Sega Koulibaly more comfortable as a right center back. Same Tyler Boyd now and Petretta having words. And our referee comes on over to take a look and talk to the players. Insigne also getting into the act, having some conversation. It's a preseason game, guys. One more preseason game. That's where we are. Jalen Neal. Over to Chase Gasper. Rodriguez making the run. Gasper didn't see him. Restart again. Koulibaly on the near side. Brugman. Squared it over. He gave it away to Bernadeschi. Fortunately, right into Gasper. Delgado this time around. Ahead it comes to Boyd. Closed there. Bakinola. No fouls as the referees. The Galaxy come back. Boyd wins it onto the left side. Rodriguez. Cross down low in for Delgado. And it's cleared away by Roasted. Good job by Larea keeping it in play. Pooch tries to get it back and cannot. Larea taking towards midfield, plays it long. Insigne will run this one down on the left side and keeps it in play. Koulibaly defended on the play. Insigne working his way towards the area, cuts to the left, takes it into the box, tries to go high to the near post and out of play. Goal kick here for the Galaxy. Good run there by Lorenzo Insigne, but you also see the quality and the confidence in the player, willing to go to the byline and try to roof it. With a player like him, you better stay on your toes and don't cheat, because if you do, as a goalkeeper, you're going to find yourself picking the ball out of the back of your net. 2-0 in favor of the Galaxy here, 68th minute. Here's Puig. Ahead it goes to Joveljic, able to usher it forward. Delgado on the left side. The Galaxy have the cavalry coming. Joveljic with the late run into the area, has it now, sends it towards the back post. And it's a bit too long for Brugman and out of play. Goal kick. Quickly the goal kick taken by Johnson. Bradley, and over towards the near side to Mark-Anthony Kaye. Insigne checks back and has it now. Kaye once again looking for Akinola, trying to split the center backs. Comes all the way back to Bond. Ball at midfield. Puig runs right into Michael Bradley. It'll come on loose. Joveljic is there. Hedges wins this one back and back over towards the right side. Bernadeschi pushing forward. Galaxy do have numbers back. Rodriguez as well as Gasper, and Memo Rodriguez will win it. Good work here by Rodriguez. Wants the foul and he'll get it against Bernadeschi. Had a chance to do a Galaxy Foundation event at Coachella Valley High School with Memo Rodriguez last week. Talked about what it took for him to become a professional athlete. He was the oldest in his family, and his mom was putting all the effort into him. Well, the other two in his household would have to watch their big brother and cheer on their big brother, as his mom would drive an hour and a half to training one way each night. He's here now, and he's playing well. Boyd with the shot towards the penalty area and blocked and out of play by Rosted. Corner kick here for the Galaxy. Kelvin Leerdam says, take your time, take your time. Mark Delgado will trot on over as well. Leerdam is now open. He'll be covered now. Short corner, Mark Delgado, back for Boyd. Comes out to Leerdam. Brugman directing traffic. Again on the right side, Leerdam. Good patience here on the part of the Galaxy, keeping that Toronto defense stacked up at the top of their 18. It comes out to Delgado now. Tried to slide it back on through for Memo Rodriguez, and Michael Bradley read that one well. Insigne deep in his own defense here. Along that touchline, this ball stays in play. However, it'll be a foul against Leerdam as the near side AR called him. That arm away. When you have that arm away, it's an easy call for the officials. Here's Joveljic. Puig once again. Looks to his left, looks to his right, nobody in white. Keeps possession, now slides it onto the near side. Boyd runs onto it. Brugman making the inside run. The early cross is blocked. Boyd to keep it alive. Insigne read the play well, but the Galaxy have it. Now Puig. Towards that left side. Delgado will bring it down. Back out to Brugman. Puig again. Taking towards the top of the box. Into Delgado. Stripped by Mark-Anthony Kaye. Right into Jalen Neal. Here's Osorio. Into Kaye. Gave it away. Rodriguez. That'll be a foul, though, against the Galaxy. And it'll go back the other way. Another substitution coming here soon for the Galaxy, as it looks like Jalen Neal will leave the match. And Eric Zabaleta will finish it out here for the Galaxy. Comes over to the bench, summoned on to get his jersey on. I think it's Adam Saldana as well, so Gaston Brugman will probably leave this one. Larea, Bernadeschi, back it goes. Hedges tries to play it up the wing. He does. Good idea, but too much on that one. It'll be collected by Brugman. A congratulations to Julian Araujo, whose transfer was complete earlier this week on to Barcelona. Everybody in the Galaxy here is very proud of him, and we wish him only the best going forward. Sky is the limit for that young man. Rosted. Petretta. Insigne on the near side. Watch there by Leerdam. Akinola returning the service. Again, Insigne tried to play it on through. The Galaxy did a good job of clogging that up. Rodriguez will just poke this ball in the midfield. Puig runs onto it, plays it left for Gasper, and it'll find its way to the touchline and out. You can see it, not quite there, although the Galaxy looking pretty clean tonight, for the most part. I think Greg Vanney's going to be pleased with this performance. Certainly he's pleased with that 0 on the scoreboard for the opponent. It is not Saldana. It is the Galaxy rookie, Gino Vivi. First time we'll get a chance to see him. Koulibaly, nice pick off here for the Galaxy. Back in the midfield, he'll take it. He's got Puig, squares it on over to him. To the right side, again for Boyd. Couple of step overs onto his left foot. Back out it goes, Brugman. Gasper on the left. Chips on in, looking for Joveljic. Good job by Hedges, able to clear it out. Larea. This will come on loose. This will be a foul against the Galaxy, and it is. Free kick. Everybody's coming out. So Rodriguez is out. Leerdam is out. So Vivi comes in. Zabaleta comes in. Delgado is done. Yuri Rosell will come on as well. Here comes Toronto now. Insigne. Played it right off Vivi. Bradley for Toronto at the stripe. We'll come back defensively. Hedges. The Galaxy drop back. Blocks of 4 and 5. Make it difficult here for Toronto the rest of the way. See if the Galaxy can close this one on up without giving up a goal. Attempted clearance there on the part of Boyd off the defender and out. This will be a throw-in. Koulibaly will take his time. So the Galaxy announced over 70,000 sold for the Rose Bowl match. Looking forward to filling that place up. Starting the season with a derby. Bradley. For Kay. Bernadeschi trying to find his left foot. Good job of the Galaxy defensively, closing that down for now. Insigne. Back out to Bernadeschi now. Plays it on in. Right off of Rosell, and back out it goes. Hedges will keep this alive for Toronto. Out to the right side, Larea. Osorio is there. Watch there by one defender. And Gasper, who pokes it away. This will come on loose and looks promising for the Galaxy. Puig looks over that right shoulder, plays it on in. Good chance here, and a little bit too long for Vivi, but he runs it down and has it now for the Galaxy. Able to play it back out. Ricky Puig across to the far side. This is brought down by Boyd. He's got Brugman if he wants him. Plays it back to Gaston. Against Boyd again on that far side. Rosell. Ricky Puig. Vivi. Brugman this time around. Gets away from Bernadeschi. Oh, nice job. Plays it in towards the end line. Looking for Koulibaly. He's out. Goal kick. Good idea. on the part of Brookman. Unfortunately for Koulibaly, recognized it just a hair of a second too late. But he'll know next time to continue his run. Kay dispossessed. Puig again for the Galaxy. Good run here by Vivi. The shot by Puig, and it hit the outside of the netting. And that back post that holds up the netting. Goal kick. That's how close it was. Ricky Puig took it all the way to the near side, and his shot was just wide of that upper 90. Goal kick here for Sean Johnson and Toronto. I think one concerning point is the amount of turnovers from Mark-Anthony Kay if you're a Toronto fan. That's a bit glaring right now. So I'm sure Bob Bradley is taking notes. Not from me. Here's Bernardeschi now. Chips into space, looking for Akinola. Easy for Jonathan Bond, right on the bounce. Able to pick it up. Brookman this time. Plenty of space in the Galaxy half of midfield. They'll take their time here as we enter the 80th minute of the contest. 2-0 in favor of the LA Galaxy. Gasper. Back out it goes. Jalen Neal calls him off. And he'll get it back. Zabaleta this time around. I should say Rosell. Here's Puig. Into space. Vivi runs onto it. Back for Puig. A bit heavy on that return service, but Puig able to get to it. Koulibaly. Again, Rosell. Not a good ball there by Brookman. Back the other way. Here's Osorio. Brookman trying to get back defensively. In for Bernardeschi. Trying to turn on Neal. The shot to goal. And Jonathan Bond got a hand on it. Bats it over the bar. Corner kick for Toronto. 3 more about to come on for the Galaxy here to help close it out. Preston Judd, Adrian Gonzalez, and Adam Saldana. This time around, it will be him. Osorio on the short corner. Watch there by Puig. Squared out in towards center. Insigne inside 35. The shot to goal just over the bar. It hit the roof of the goal. Goal kick. So Puig is done. Gonzalez will replace him. Brookman will be done as well. That's where Saldana will go. Joveljic is done. And Preston Judd will go up top. So the whole spine of the club is now being changed down the middle for the Galaxy. It's going to be interesting to see here what Preston Judd does against these 2 center backs in the final 10 minutes of the game. I'm not sure either one of them want to deal with that horse coming in with fresh legs. But we'll find out. Jonathan Bond will get things started here off the goal kick. Zabaleta plays ahead. Good job here by Gonzalez. Wins it back for the Galaxy. Able to go left side. Gasper will take up the space. Left side of the circle to the wing. Boyd is there. Watch there by Larrea. Nice step over. Gets through Larrea. Can't get the cross away, but keeps possession. Back out it goes. That'll be a foul. Larrea will be called for the foul here. And again, Boyd and Larrea having words. And a yellow card to Richie Larrea. So there were words on the near side earlier. Words here on the far side. It's going to be a free kick for the Galaxy. Larrea picks up a yellow card, and Larrea still having a discussion with Boyd. Still having a talk there at the top of the 18-yard box. Insigne pushing Larea into Boyd. Our referee's going to have to walk over and have a discussion here with everybody. Whistles the go-ahead. Boyd makes the run into the area. Here's the cross into the box. Out comes the goalkeeper, Johnson. Boxes it away. Insigne wants a foul here against the Galaxy. He's going to get it. He got tangled up a bit with Saldana. Kind of motions that he took a shot to the side of the head. Johnson with the restart. Hedges. Onto the far side it goes. This will be a foul, this time against Boyd. Not sure exactly what's going on here. But at this point in the final preseason game, leading into the new campaign, with 7 minutes and change to go, to clean things up, Bernadeschi was the player brought down. Hedges knocks it back to his goalkeeper, Johnson. Picked off by Preston Judd. He got a piece of it, did not get control, unfortunately. Throw it. Insigne here. Given away. The Galaxy have it again. Here's Vivi. Side of the area. Gets the cross, top of the box. Players down for the LA Galaxy. Just getting tangled up there. It'll go back the other way, and Toronto on possession. Here's Osorio pushing past the stripe. Gonzalez gets back defensively. Larea into the attack as it goes onto the right side. Bernadeschi, side of the Galaxy penalty area, plays it on through for Osorio, and he ran past the pass. Not good. Slide tackle here as Koulibaly is upended. Insigne to goal and over the bar and out. This will be a goal kick. Not quite sure why tempers began to flare here in the closing moments of this one. It'll be a goal kick here for the Galaxy. Bob Bradley went with the starters for the majority of this match, which is a bit surprising to me. Greg Vanny has made pretty much wholesale changes throughout. Jalen Neal will go to the distance. I think he and Jonathan Bond will be the only players to do so. Hedges. Rosted. Petretta on the near side. Watched by Vivi. Insigne tries to get through Sega Koulibaly, and he does. Insigne making the run top of the area, getting the return service from Macanolo. Watch out here for Insigne. And high and wide as he tries again to roof this ball, but his teammate Federico Bernadeschi says, I'm 4 yards away from goal. Look up. Goal kick here for the Galaxy. Took a tumble outside the area, outside the field of play. A little time here before he got up, but Federico Bernadeschi was wide open right at the top of the 6. If that ball comes across right onto his left foot, it's going to be very hard. Unless it's shot right at Jonathan Bond to make the save. Bond in some trouble here off this goal kick. Plays it out towards the near side. Zabaleta lifts into midfield. One in the air by Hedges this time around. Comes near side. Petretta. This will be a throw for Toronto off Koulibaly. Might be asking about Martin Cáceres. He had some dental work done yesterday and was advised not to get into any aerials today. So he's taking the night off. He should be ready to go as well a week from tonight. Roasted. Hedges. Not a bad performance here by the LA Galaxy this evening. Osorio. Bradley finding Michael Mark Anthony Kay, excuse me. That's cleared away by Yuri Rosell. Good job here. Part of Adrian Gonzalez closing things down on Michael Bradley. Rosell finds Gonzalez. It drops down to Saldana. Again, Rosell. And back it goes to Sega Coulibaly. We played 88 minutes. Gasper. Preston Judd this time around. Could not get that pass away. Michael Bradley in towards center this time. Mark Anthony Kay on to the left. Insigne working on Sega Coulibaly. Good job there by Vivi getting back to help out. Squared on over. In fact, switched onto Bernadeschi. Back it comes for Michael Bradley. Insigne back in towards center. Kay. Larea, Akinola, and back out wide. Nowhere to go right now. The good ball in front, and the opportunity is saved by Jonathan Bond. Another shot towards goal, and Akinola finds it. And Toronto gets on the scoreboard here in the 89th minute. 2-1 in favor of the LA Galaxy. But Ayo Akinola with the goal, and Jonathan Bond is now on his back, looking up into the sky here at Dignity Health Sports Park. I want to go back to that save that he made just before the goal. So Ayo Akinola picks up the goal. It is 2-1 Galaxy in the 90th minute. Bond is back on his feet, seems to be okay. We'll work on through this one. Good save by Bond the first time around by Mark Anthony Kay. The rebound comes on through. Akinola is about 12 yards away on the angle. Just fires it into the open net and pulls Toronto back to within one in the closing moments of this one. Galaxy with possession in midfield towards the near side. In fact, right in front of their player bench. Coulibaly will take the throw. 2 minutes of stoppage time before this one comes to an end. Judd. He'll take it into the near corner. Watched there by Rosted. Plays it in towards the side of the area. Bradley with the slide tackle. Able to clear it on towards the near side. Mark Anthony Kay. Back it goes defensively. Petretta lifts it out. Zavaleta able to keep it in. Coulibaly wants the foul. He's not going to get it. In the meantime, Saldana comes out with possession as it gets a bit sloppy. Akinola now at center. The Galaxy will have to get some numbers back. Akinola a lot of speed. Bernadeschi sprinting up that right side. Has it now. Working on Gasper. Cutting back towards his left. LA does get numbers back. Has switched across. Insigne wants that right foot. Trying to get the shot to the back post. Deflected and out. Corner kick. One final opportunity here maybe for Toronto off the set play to even the match and get something out of it. For the Galaxy, you're a little bit disappointed because you wanted that clean sheet. You don't get it this time around. But you also replaced 9 players. You have to be happy with that. Everybody getting work, and you still have the lead. Here's the corner kick. Bernadeschi slips as this ball comes into midfield. Petretta keeps it alive. Bernadeschi once again. Larea lifted off the ball by Rosell. And a corner kick one more time here. The final seconds of this match. And the preseason will come to an end. And the work will begin for real. Leading up to February 25th. Short corner. Bernadeschi again on possession. Trying to turn things and play it towards the backside. Knocked down by Osorio in the area. Akinola against Coulibaly. Another corner here. And the 2 minutes of stoppage time will move on to 3 minutes of stoppage time. will take it. On his right foot. Plays it on into the area, headed away. Our referee points to midfield, and this one has come to an end as the LA Galaxy defeat Toronto FC by a count of 2-1. Efrain Alvarez getting the goal for the Galaxy. Mark Delgado getting the game winner for the LA Galaxy. Ayo Akinola scoring late for Toronto to pull them back. Then they had 3 corner kicks in the final minute to get a set play opportunity. To no avail, and the Galaxy get the victory. Toronto a bit concerned with the officiating, and they go talk to him right now. Good work on the part of Efrain Alvarez. I thought he had a good game. I thought Ricky Puig played well. Gaston Brookman had a good game as well for the LA Galaxy. Jalen Neal was cool, calm, and collected, even though he had to play both center back positions in this match. Chris Mavinga had a very good showing for the LA Galaxy in this one. And they get the victory, and they can go into the locker room with no injuries, as we can see from here. Prepare for February 25th when the Galaxy open the season against LAFC. Tickets are available at 8773-GALAXY or at lagalaxy.com. Get there early because parking will be difficult and getting into the stadium will be difficult. We hope to see you. It's going to be great to be back at the Rose Bowl as the Galaxy go back to where it all started. February 25th against LAFC. Tonight, goals by Efrain Alvarez and Mark Delgado. And the Galaxy beat Toronto FC by a count of 2-1. Good night, everybody. We wish you a great weekend and a great week ahead.